Paramanand Ashok Pawar, working as an assistant professor in electrical engineering department, NB Navale Sinhagad College of Engineering, Solapur. I have completed my Tech in power system. Now I am having the teaching experience of 8 years. Today we are studying very important topic of alternator, and that topic is called as the armature reaction of alternator. So in alternator, if the relative motion between the field flux and the conductor, it will induce the EMF in a alternator. So we know this law is called as Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So the name itself indicates its meaning. This is the armature reaction of alternator, because as we know that due to the production of main field flux, the armature has the EMF induction. Due to that, this armature will produce its own flux, that is called as phi A. So there is the reaction of that particular armature flux, that is phi A, onto a field flux, that is called as the armature reaction of the alternator. Basically the armature reaction of alternator, it will produce the different types of effects such as cross magnetizing, demagnetizing and magnetizing. So let's will start to discuss or study in detail what do you mean by the armature reaction of the alternator. So as we know that when the alternator is loaded, the armature carries the load current. Therefore, the armature produces its own flux. The interaction between the armature produced flux, that is phi A, and field produced flux phi M is known as the armature reaction of the alternator. So the production of the armature flux which will reacts to the main field flux, that is called as the armature reaction of the alternator. So this armature reaction is dependent on the various armature load connected to the alternator, because as we know that in the armature reaction it will be depend upon the nature of the load which is connected to the armature of the alternator. So there are different types of loads are available in electrical engineering. So first type of load is called as a pure resistive load. So for pure resistive load at unity power factor. So will discuss in detail what do you mean by the armature reaction in concern with the pure resistive load. So as shown in figure, there is a vector diagram of various quantities in the alternator for resistive load. As shown in figure, there is phi m. Phi m is the main flux produced by the field winding. Phi A is the flux produced by the armature. IA is the armature current, that is GEF is the induced EMF in a alternator while considering the resistive load. So let's start to discuss. So due to the phi m, the voltage EF is induced in the alternator which lags the flux, that is phi m, by 90 degrees. So as shown in figure, that is phi m, due to the phi m the EMF EF is induced in a alternator, but due to the fundamental principle of alternator, this EF is lags by phi m by 90 degree. For resistive load, alternator current, that is IA, is in phase with EF, because as we know that in concern with resistive load the current and voltage both are in phase. So that's why EF which has the in phase armature current. This is a fundamental law of BEE. So the armature current IA produces its own flux. That flux is denoted by a phi A, which is in phase with IA. While considering this condition, we are taking the neglecting or taking or to reduce the hysteresis loss of a machine, so that the phi A acts as 90 degree to the phi m. So therefore cross magnetizing effect is produced due to the armature reaction for resistive load. So as we know that cross magnetizing means what? It will distorts the main flux of field winding. So that effect is called as cross magnetizing. Cross magnetizing means what? It will distorts the main flux, that is phi m. So this is the armature reaction in concern with the resistive load. So let's start the second type of load for the inductive load. This is at a lagging power factor. So in that vector diagram, again the phi m is the main flux, the EMF is induced in alternator is called as EF. The phi A is the flux produced by the armature. The IA is the current produced by the armature. So in a vector diagram, pure inductive load is as shown figure, that is IA lags by voltage by 90 degree, because as we know that in concern with lagging power factor or inductive load, the current is lagging to the voltage by a 90 degree. So it will be drawn in the vector diagram. So due to that, the phi A gets 180 degree to the phi m, therefore it will give you the demagnetizing effect produced by the armature reaction, because as we know that phi m and phi A are 180 degree apart from each other, so it will be reduce the value of main flux. So for the inductive load, the armature reaction will give you the demagnetizing effect of the alternator. So due to that, what do you mean by demagnetizing? Demagnetizing means what? It will reduce the main field flux. So this is the effect of armature reaction on the inductive load. So let's start the third type of load, that is called as capacitive load. So this capacitive load, as we know that it will give you the leading power factor. So similarly in the vector diagram, there are different types of flux are there. First one is phi m. Phi m is the main flux produced by the field winding. Phi A is the flux produced by the armature. IA is the current of armature. EF is a EMF generated of the alternator. So vector diagram for capacitive load is as shown in figure, that is IA leads EF by 90 degree, because as we know that in concern with capacitor, the current is leading to the voltage. So that's why the IA is leading with the help of EF by a 90 degree. Hence phi A and phi m acts in a same phase in same direction. So if the phi A and phi m are in phase and in a same direction, it will increase the value of main flux. So for capacitive load, it will give you the magnetizing effect of a alternator. So in concern with alternator, the capacitive load will increase the value of main field flux, that is phi m. So that effect is called as magnetizing effect of a alternator. So the session is concluded with the help of, in the armature reaction there are different three types of loads are there. First one type of load is called as resistive load. So in concern with resistive load, it will produce a cross magnetizing effect. Cross magnetizing effect means what? It will distorts the main flux, that is phi m. So this is in concern with resistive load. Second type of load is called as inductive load. So in inductive load, the alternator will produce the demagnetizing effect. So what do you mean by demagnetizing effect? It will reduce the value of the main flux. So it will acts as a reducing the value of phi m. So it will acts as a demagnetizing effect. And for last type of load, that is for a capacitive load, the phi m is produced with the help of magnetizing effect. Magnetizing effect means what? The phi m and phi a both are in phase and in the same direction, so it will increase the value of main field flux. So this is in concern with the armature reaction of alternator. Thank you very much.